So, brand new state-of-the-art transport system inspired by Arnold Schwarzenegger in Running Man. It works pretty well. A little tight, a little claustrophobic. Nonetheless, champs, the entrance into the arena. Oh, take a look around. I put a lot of money, my own money, invested into this facility. It's taken months and months. Hold on, I gotta go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and NBs, the three-timer now, because, you know, there was the trans woman. Is it the four-timer? Because we're diddling kids, too. We've got Dr. Piss Inspect, the bathroom inspector, returning to the scene, showing up straight on Epstein Island, claiming he is coming from there, but in fact, he set up home base there. I promise you. Let's check in real quick and see how things are going for Dr. Disrespect on Epstein Island.
People want to show the message, release the messages, show the messages. What are we in second grade?
We don't know, Doc. Was she? All right, so if you've been living under a rock since, you know, this whole pandemic thing happened, Dr. Disrespect, who was the largest person on Twitch at the time, randomly was banned from the platform and refused to say why. There was a lawsuit there that was settled out of courts, and no one said anything. And then a journalist worked with a former Twitch staff member, and they dropped information that one of the largest streamers on the Twitch platform had been grooming underage people and potentially CSAM material. After this came to light, never saying anyone's name, Dr. Disrespect took to Twitter to say, okay, so I may have acted inappropriately with that minor. And immediately at that point, it was over for him because, you know, we really don't like PDF files here. Clippy is not your friend. The bottom line is, the doc told on himself, tried to edit it out, and he is now even trying to claim that he was playing 4D chess, put that word into his public statement, and then edited it out just to create more defamation lawsuits because he is clearly the smartest person on the planet. That's why he is in such hot water with conservatives for sleeping with a trans woman behind his wife's back and talking to underage children. All of this after it had already came out that the two-time is the two-timer and in fact did have an affair, cheating on his wife, who in this video he also claims to have such a wonderful, perfect family that he clearly doesn't give a shit about. So you know what? I'm just gonna let the victim himself tell you all about the crimes he has committed and all of his excuses as to why he's not to blame. He is actually the victim. Twitch is actually grooming people to get him in trouble, not him being the predator on the scene. Man, it is a scary week to have a child on the internet because EDP is back on YouTube and so is Dr. Disrespect. So hide your kids, hide your wife, all of that, especially with Dr. Disrespect, because I think he picked up like $10,000 in donations in the first hour that he was live. So I guess it really does pay to commit the absolute worst crimes. I mean, Andrew and Tristan Tate were making millions of dollars a year exploiting at least 50 women. They were indicted again this week as well. Like I said, these specific type of people are popping up everywhere this week, and it's absolutely disgusting. And this piece of shit should not have a career. He's demonetized on YouTube, and he should stay that way. Let's hear him explain why he is the victim.
Yeah, just keep ignoring the issue and putting up this act. God, I'm so concerned and worried about everyone else's problems except mine because I'm dealing with a deeper depression and I like to project. For almost 4 years, champs, the public demanded to hear from the doc regarding the Twitch suspension. I guess since you all missed the point with my personal statement, maybe it's time to tell my side of the story. Huh, champs? You see, there was a lawsuit pending, and as part of that arbitration, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly about the case. I respected those rules. My lawsuit against Twitch was eventually resolved, as you all know. But even then, as part of the settlement, all parties were still prohibited from speaking publicly about the case or the settlement. However, if one side violated that confidentiality, then the other side could respond. And again, champs, again, I respected all the confidential obligations. But apparently Twitch's own disgruntled employees didn't feel the need to abide by those same obligations. Cody Connors, ex-Twitch employee, wasn't even involved, leaks Twitch's reported reason. Years later, Cody, why do this?
Now, fellas, I am just going to cut in here real quick to say that what Cody did was simply post that one of the biggest streamers that was on Twitch and got banned, which many had been banned at the time, one of them had been having inappropriate conversations involving CSAM with a minor, never said a name, did not violate any kind of non-disclosure agreements. Anyway, they don't work at Twitch anymore, so therefore it probably doesn't apply to them anyway. The person who said, "Hi, my name's Dr. Disrespect, and I like to have inappropriate conversations with people I shouldn't," is Dr. Disrespect. Why would Cody come forward and say something about someone grooming people through Twitch's DM system? Well, probably because that person was alarmed and had a conversation with them, because victims, especially of that age group, are extremely afraid to come forward, especially against people as powerful as Dr. Disrespect.
And you, knowing how black and white the internet is, you decided, you fucking rat, to leak the reported reason Twitch banned me in 2020. I mean, for what? Cody? Why? You said that I got banned from Twitch because I was sexting a minor through Whisper's messages? Do you even know what the legal definition of sexting is? I do. You also said the word minor, Cody. I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc., just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it. And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs. When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at the time of the messages?
Well, Dr. Disrespect, I'm pretty sure citation needed, because federal laws, that's right, all 50 states, federal, the big ones, 105 A and B and A and C of the PROTECT Act, actually make it illegal to cross state or country lines to do those things. And your own words, you say that you were doing inappropriate things with a minor. So with a minor, it doesn't matter where you are, it is illegal. Therefore, you are a gross, disgusting...
Let's set the record straight. I never intended to meet this user ever. We never made plans to meet at TwitchCon or anywhere else, and in fact, we never met in person ever. Your bullshit accusations gave false courage to other former Twitch employees to make shit up as well. I suspect all of you sort of planned and coordinated this attack. These big-time publications, these journalists, these various outlets are sort of just gossip channels now. Don't you think, champs?
And, you know, I think this will probably go down in history as the prime example of why you never do a YouTube apology, excuse, or whatever you want to call this BS here live, because you can literally see the script in his glasses, and he is still stuttering to get the bullshit out of his own mouth. I have never seen a more guilty person, in my opinion, ever. This guy is disgusting. He belongs in jail, and he's trying to get remonetized on YouTube.
I'll say it again. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any sexual graphic messages or images. Cody Connors and these other anonymous sources are trying to paint a picture that I was exchanging sexually explicit messages and photos with this Twitch user. That never happened.
Yeah, no one ever said that at all. It was CSAM, which is just any way that is manipulative or to, abuse the rules. That's what this material is. It doesn't have to be a photo or video. It is the manipulation of the person. It is so much more than just you seeing the photos of what you want to see, you sicko. And you literally admitted to these things. It is extremely disturbing that we're living in a time where people are debating the age of consent openly, and nobody cares that this has gone on for years. Nobody is trying to stop this. Numerous people are doing this. I mean, Andrew Tate did it for a decade and no one cared. He did it openly, bragged about it, sold courses to teach other people to do it. Dr. Disrespect here is openly saying that he did this, and there are tens of thousands of people throwing money at him and saying it's okay as long as you entertain me, I don't care. I literally saw that in his chat. We are living in an absolutely awful time, and people like this deserve the guillotine. There is nothing these people can give to society. Sure, this guy's made his money and he never has to worry about a thing again, but he's such a fucking narcissist that he has to show his face on the internet, and he can't just sulk off into the background and live his life in the cushy bullshit that he's got, because he doesn't deserve it. He deserves to be in a cell for the rest of his life, or, double tapped in the back of the head. I'm not kidding. I am dead serious. There is no place for people who will do this to children. I don't want to hear a Destiny argument, Stephen Bonnell Destiny argument. Actually, it's Haphibophilia. No, I don't want to hear that. This is disgusting. All of these people need to be publicly shamed and shoved off of the internet to protect the actual youth, which, most of the people that surround this guy and protect him claim to protect the youth as they attack the trans community. Disgusting people, all of them.
How would each of you look if all of your private DMs, your text messages, your chats were looked at, dissected, and taken out of context by someone who's deliberately trying to find something inappropriate in those words? And this is not a situation where a victim publicly accuses someone of wrongdoing. That never happened here.
I don't understand how someone can have so much hubris and be so sure of themselves that they are correct while claiming that there were no public accusations. And that is correct because they were taken directly to Twitch and investigated on the inside there. And that's why you were terminated from your contract with them. That's why it was sent to law enforcement, because you broke the law. And to your comments there about someone going through my private messages, maybe with my wife or girlfriend, sure, you could find things that look very inappropriate, but I do very inappropriate things with them because, that's my wife and my girlfriend. And I'm not a two-timer like yourself. Mine's above board. But that's because you're an amateur, you're a sicko, and you're disgusting. Look, boys, I know it's a lot different than normal, and if you're still here, I absolutely love you. Like the video, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, leave me alone and like the video.